Let's do it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 9 of the Trackside Girls podcast, season 3. Um, mine, brain empty. Gotta figure out who was actually racing this past weekend. Obviously, NASCAR was racing at Darlington, both Xfinity and Cup. I was there, but I do not remember, um, any other series. Like I said in previous episodes, if I'm at the track, my focus is solely based on what I'm photographing. So anything else that is happening on the weekend, I completely forget because I think, yes, the Japanese Grand Prix was this past weekend as well. I have not seen anything about it. I have no idea who won. I just know I think Lando got second. But that's about it.
Uh, yeah, it's like they didn't post at all because I've seen absolutely nothing about it.
And
Like,
then
literally nothing. I've seen nothing. It's like that race just didn't exist.
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
so I think we should actually talk about Formula One first because this is going to be real quick. I'm just going to go the rundown like I normally do. Just because, like I said, I have not seen really much of anything that has happened at this race. Um,
I haven't.
so we're just gonna quickly run through this. FP1, Lando was fastest. George Russell in second, and Charles Leclerc in third. Oh, so if you didn't know, Liam Lawson got moved back to Visa Cash App RB, and Yuki Tsunoda, got put into the Red Bull seat. Finally. So for FP1, throughout the season, teams have to put rookie drivers into their cars for FP1 sessions. I do think that time has doubled this season, but I don't exactly remember. So in an Alpine, there was Hirakawa. I want to say that's how you say his name. Was in the Alpine for FP1. I believe that is the only one that was not. Um, okay, so FP2, Oscar Piastri is fastest, Lando Norris second, and Isaac Hajar in the Visa Cash App RB. I wonder if that was a tired difference or what, because he's like 5 spots ahead of Max Verstappen. And Yuki Tsunoda in a Red Bull came out 18th fastest. Um, so I'm a little confused here. Um,
So you're like, I'm
what?
confused.
What? Um,
Oh
so
my god.
FP3, Lando Norris fastest, Oscar Piastri second, and George Russell third. Again, like Max Verstappen came out fifth. Um, Yuki Tsunoda ninth, Isaac Hadjar 10th, and Liam Lawson 12th. I I know that the car is built to Max's specifications because he is the sole driver. He has been in the Red Bull seat since 2017. Um, actually, maybe even actually, I think even before that. I think it might have been 2015. Um, so they have built their cars around Max. So obviously he is going to be better in them, and it's essentially the curse of the second seat. Um, at Red Bull. Um, but I was expecting Yuki Tsunoda to do a little more, considering this is his home track. Um, but in qualifying, out in Q1 was Lance Stroll, Jack Doohan, Esteban Ocon, Gabriel Borletto. I don't think that's how you say. That's not it. That is not. Is it? I don't think it's Borletto. Um, Nico Hulkenberg out out in Q2. Yuki Tsunoda in the Red Bull. Liam Lawson faster than him, but still out in Q2. Um, Fernando Alonso, Carlos Sainz, and Pierre Gasly. In 10th, it was Ollie Behrman. Ninth, Alex Albon. 8th, Lewis Hamilton. 7th, Isaac Hadjar. 6th, Kimi Antonelli. 5th, George Russell. 4th, Charles Leclerc. 3rd, Oscar Piastri. 2nd, Lando Norris. And it was Max Verstappen to get pole. As for the race, it was Max Verstappen to win in a double McLaren podium, with Lando Norris second and Oscar Piastri third. Isaac Hadjar was the fastest, other than Max Verstappen, out of the four drivers of the Red Bull camp, um, with a Yuki Tsunoda coming in 12th outside of the points in a Red Bull. Kimi Antonelli got the fastest lap. Fastest pit stop again, Ferrari. Wow, they are stepping up their game this time. Driver of the day was Yuki Tsunoda, which makes sense. It was Japan. Um, even though he placed out of the points in a Red Bull, he got driver of the day because, Japan. Um,
Because Japan.
yeah, I mean it was Suzuka, so you can't really fault that.
Nothing
Um,
else to say about that.
yep. So they are racing again this next week. So we'll go over that in a bit. Um, there was no IndyCar, so we're gonna jump right into Darlington. Um,
For the life of me, these last few races, don't remember a single thing. Like, I only remember whose wins. I don't remember how they happen, and I swear I watched them. I just don't remember anything that happens during them.
it
And it's not
was
like I was asleep. I wasn't even asleep. I was
it,
awake. I just don't remember.
I I was there photographing the races, and half the time I had no idea what was going on.
Try watching it on TV and not knowing what the heck is going on. I would look
Like,
up and I'm like, what? I'm like, how did you go from first all the way down to like in the garage?
yeah.
Like,
Like,
that's
oh, hold on, be real.
oh,
Um,
brief pause for the B roll.
but yeah, like the final restart on the cup race, I was out there about to like on pit wall waiting for the finish, right? And like then they come around the caution happens and I'm like, okay, what happened? And then I hear all this stuff later, like something about Ryan Blaney like and then Tyler Reddick and Kyle Larson's wrecked and I was so
I'm gonna be honest.
confused.
The only thing I remember any of that is Kyle Larson wrecking half the time. But he did that last year at Darlington.
It was
He just,
okay.
he just kept
Let's
wrecking and
let's let's
wrecking.
start with the Xfinity race. Um, to the rear was Daniel Dye, Garrett Smithley, William Sawalich, Austin Hill, Dean Thompson, and Greg Van Alst for unapproved adjustments, but it was Brandon Jones to get pole
Let's go,
with
Brandon.
um I lied. I lied. Brandon Jones was on the front row. It was Christopher Bell.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. I got so excited for Brandon Jones. I'm sorry. Christopher Bell won pole, Brandon Jones um on the inside. So they were green until Lap 22, where Chris Wright got into the wall. Bro. Yeah, that was rough. So when they hit the wall, they broke something. So they were done. Like, not even able to fix it, done. Like, um, they get going again, lap 29. Christopher Bell leading on the outside, Justin Allgaier second. Um, it was Harrison Burton to win stage one.
Boy, I was so proud of him.
The restart, was Brandon Jones on the outside, Justin Allgaier on the inside. And it was green until stage two, where Justin Allgaier wins, with Christian Eckes coming in second, Ross Chastain, Brandon Jones, and Harrison Burton rounding out the top five. The restart again, Justin Allgaier leads Christian Eckes on the outside. On lap 112, Taylor Gray spins down the front stretch, with following contact with Daniel Dye. Um, They restart again, Harrison Burton leading, Brandon Jones on the inside. But as soon as they get going, Garrett Smithley spins in turn four. So they didn't make it a full lap on that one. Um, Again, they restart Brandon Jones on the inside, Christopher Bell on the outside. Lap 129, Anthony Alfredo spins between turns one and two, while Josh Williams, Leland Honeyman, um, make contact into the outside wall, where Kalsieg also receives damage. The restart, Brennan Poole does not pit under this caution, so he is leading Jeb Burton on the inside. Um, and that is 10 laps from the end, where Brandon Jones gets the lead and wins by 1.105 seconds over Chase Elliott.
You know what? It's about time he finally got a win.
It was 98 races.
Yeah. I was at his last win at Martinsville.
98 races.
Yeah. All I gotta say, congrats to him. It's about time that he won.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many times we kept saying him. We're like, Brandon is
Like,
going to get his win.
bro, I can't remember if we picked him this week.
I think you picked him as your winner, and I picked him as my long shot. I'm
I
pretty
think we may
positive.
have actually. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and rewatch it.
Because I definitely think that I know you and I definitely both picked him because I was like, Brandon deserves that win. Finally, he got it. And I tell you what, he got the lead. He took off. He was like, bye guys, I'm leaving. I'm not even in this. I'm not even in this anymore. He
Yeah.
was gone.
All right, for the cup race, no cars to the rear, but in practice, John Hunter Nemechek spins off of turn two, but it is William Byron to get pole with Ryan Preece on the inside. Lap four, Kyle Larson spins down the backstretch, making contact with the inside wall. They get going again, William Byron on the outside, Austin Cindric on the inside. Lap 24, Carson Hocevar boun bounced off the wall a few laps ago, spun, um, after suffering a flat tire. Restart, William Byron on the outside, Kyle Busch on the inside. And on lap 82, Carson Hocevar makes a half spin after contact with Riley Herbst on the front stretch, um, battling to not go a lap down. Restarting again, William Byron on the outside, Ryan Preece on the inside. and they only had to go another lap to get the stage. So William Byron wins stage one. And Bubba Wallace barely beats Ryan Preece for second in the stage. They get going again. William Byron on the outside, Ryan Preece on the inside. And it is green until lap 135. Brad Keselowski spins off of turn 4 after the right rear wheel nut comes off, but slowly continues. Green again, William Byron on the outside, Joey Logano this time on the inside. And it is William Byron to win stage 2. Lap 194, William Byron is leading again, Joey Logano on the inside. The next lap, Josh Berry spins off of turn 2 from 5th after contact with Tyler Reddick and hits the inside wall. Leading again, William Byron on the outside, Christopher Bell on the inside. Um, they go through green flag pit stops. And on lap 290, Tyler Reddick, or sorry, yes, Tyler Reddick gets passed by Ryan Blaney for the lead off of turn 2. As Tyler Reddick bounces off the wall, Kyle Larson spins down the backstretch, bringing out the caution. So, a lot of people are blaming Bubba Wallace in this, saying that he turned Kyle Larson. But if honestly, if you look at the in-car camera, you can hear Bubba lift before he gets to Larson. He just couldn't slow up enough, and Kyle Larson just ends up being collateral. But previous to that, people were like, "Oh, Bubba, saw that Tyler Reddick lost the lead, so he wrecked somebody." Come on now. I mean, I get it, but come on now. But because of this, it caused them to go into overtime, I believe. Somehow, I think it was because of pit road. Denny Hamlin comes off pit road first, above Tyler Reddick, William Byron, and Ryan Blaney. So
A lot of
didn't
people don't understand what happened there because since Denny came out first, everybody was like, "How did he come out first?" Because
yeah,
I think Denny Hamlin's pit stall was like I'd have to look at Bob's list, but I thought it was like somewhere in like the middle of the back.
yeah. I don't know. He must have like short pitted, like
He
took
did
less
something
tires,
all
took
right.
less gas,
'Cause
like that type of thing, shortened his pit stop.
that was wild that he came out first and everybody else just like dropped. I was like, where did he come from?
But it is Denny Hamlin leading on the outside, Tyler Reddick on the inside, and Denny Hamlin ends up winning by 0.597 seconds, so half a second over William Byron, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, and Ryan Blaney. Um, and in the process of this, John Hunter Nemechek is spinning off of turn 2 on the last lap, but continues. So it is the second Toyota driver, the second Joe Gibbs driver to get consecutive wins this season. So unfortunately, I think I see who the owners' championship is going to. Um,
I think I think we all see who it's going to.
yeah, like five five of these races now are have been won by Joe Gibbs as an organization. So, um, I it was cool that like a throwback car won this time. Um, like I
Would have
am
been
glad about that.
kind of would have been better if Carl Edwards came out and did his backflip off of Denny Hamlin's car since it was a sponsor to him. That's all I'm saying.
That would have been funny. That would have been actually pretty sick.
Carl Edwards is like hiding in the car and then he gets out and then he does the backflip. But also, let's not break Carl Edwards because he's Carl Edwards.
That's true.
and I love
Who
cross.
knows if he can even do the backflips anymore?
Oh, he probably could. Let's just not have him break anything though, because
Yeah.
he
I was
let's
surprised like last week when um Daniel Hemrick did his backflip. I was so surprised that his knees did not give out.
you
Like
know.
I'm not necessarily saying he's old, but like cuz I'm pretty sure he's like early 30s
I think
in
so.
but like I'm almost 25 and bro like my knees, elbows, joints like I can't
Dude, I don't. I'm almost 26, and my body it can't do that. Like
No.
my when I bend, when I just squat, my knees crack, and you would think I'm like 80 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't
Well,
know how he did it.
neither do I. I actually, when he did his backflip, totally forgot he even does the black, like, does it. And I was like, okay, he just did that. I would break something. I bruise easily. In fact, I have like two big bruises on my arm.
Yeah.
I crack. I'm a snack. It's snack, crackle, and pop. And I bruise easily. I could never. Wild.
So we have all three series this week.
Oh, jeez.
We have
That's a lot.
so NASCAR, all three trucks, Xfinity and Cup are at Bristol. Um, IndyCar is at Long Beach, and then Formula One is in Bahrain. Ag-
Jeez. Load.
Again, again, a little bit of rough. Actually, no, not rough. These are so good times now. Um, I mean, the practice sessions are a little early, but I won't complain. Um, for Formula One, practice one is at 7:30 a.m. EST. Practice two is at 11 a.m. EST on April 11th. For April 12th, practice three is at 8:30 a.m. EST, and qualifying is at noon EST on April 12th, and the race on April 13th is at 11 a.m. EST. So, actually, really good times. Um, like I'm a little surprised. As for Long Beach, I want to say it's at 4:30. Yes. So Sunday, April 13th at 4:30 Eastern, and then the Cup one is 3 p.m. Eastern. The truck race is a night race at Bristol. Um, Xfinity is kind of like an evening to night race, but Cup is a day race. So I guess let's do our um oh, so there is one thing. Um Unfortunately, Hattori, um, owner in the truck series, passed away this past week in in a car crash. He died at 61, which is wild because like he was literally at Martinsville, and it it's just crazy like to think that like something like that can happen so quickly. Um, but we are going to do our picks for the trucks. Let's see this entry list. It is Brandon Jones in the one truck this week. Norm Benning in the six. Kyle Larson in the '07. Um, Taylor Tomasi, or sorry, Tyler Tomasi in the 22. Luke Fenhouse in the 66. Parker Kligerman in the 75. No! And I'm
Okay,
missing
if you
it.
guys don't know, we love Parker. Like we love Parker. He's our bestie. He's the
We
bestie
love
Parker.
Parker.
We love Parker.
Dang it. Patrick Starpoli in the 84. And then those are really the outliers. Justin Carroll is going to be in the 90, like he normally is, but he will be racing this week. Um, Bristol. Oh, Corey Day in the 7. Sorry, gotta mention that. Um,
I'm
hmm.
pretty sure actually either Corey or Christian won it, so let's just let's just see here. I'd be surprised. Oh, no. It was Lane Riggs. Oh, JK. The first Bristol race, it was Christian, of course. Like I
Okay,
said, Christian or Corey.
okay.
One of the two.
Um, I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna say Corey. I'm gonna say Corey and, you know, I'm gonna go Chandler Smith.
That's out there. But not really, because I feel like he's
He,
had a pretty
so
good run.
20, what was the last time he was in trucks? 22? He was
I don't know.
fast at Bristol.
I don't remember.
He was very
I don't
fast at Bristol.
I
So
don't
I'm gonna
remember a lot of
go, yeah, I'm gonna go Corey and Chandler.
well, okay. Um, I don't know because this is hard. You know what? I'll say Tanner, and then I'll go Parker.
Yeah! Bro,
Because we love
I'm gonna be so
Parker.
upset. I'm gonna be
Honestly,
so
I
upset
would.
if he wins and I'm not there. Bro.
Me,
You
me
couldn't have
too.
waited one more week. Like, I'm gonna be at Rockingham. Win there instead, please.
Oh, in there instead.
Okay. So for Xfinity, Alex LeBay is gonna be in the '07. Kyle Larson in the 17.
God, we have him
Justin,
again.
yep, yep. Justin Bonsignor in the 19. Corey Heim in the 24. Um,
24, 20. Oh,
it's a Sam Hunt car.
I thought he
You're
normally drives.
thinking the 26,
Yeah, I was like, I thought he normally drives
but
26.
Dean Thompson is full time in the 26. That's why he's in the 24.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
Um,
what?
Greg Van Alst in the 35. Mason Massey in the 45. Mason Maggio in the 53. Taylor Tomasi in the 66. This week in the 70, it is Thomas Annunziata. Dawson Cram in the 74. CJ McLaughlin in the 91. Hmm.
It won't help because Cole won last year.
Yeah, I'm trying to think short track racers. You know, I think I might go with William Sawalich.
Good choice, good choice.
I think I'm gonna go William Sawalich, and I'm gonna go Connor Zilich
Not bad picks. Those are
because of that one that one ARCA race I watched last year.
The one ARCA race.
He was doing so great and they got taken out by Logan Mizuraka, I think, because she was sideways on the track and put like foot to the floor, like, bro, hold the brake, you're on a slope.
I think so. I'm gonna say. Mm, I have no idea. You know what? I'm gonna say Taylor.
Okay.
Now comes the hard part.
Bro,
And
run it back, say Christian. Who
I
knows?
actually, you know what? I actually am gonna go Taylor and Christian because I had been looking at them and I tried to figure out which one which. Yeah, I'm gonna say Taylor and then Christian.
Okay. So for the Cup Series, Corey LaJoy is going to be running the 01 for Rick Ware. Um, the Jesse Love is running the 33 for his
Yeah,
first Cup race.
he's making his cup debut at Bristol.
Um, Josh Bilicki in the 66. Bro, now I really wish I was at Bristol. Dang it. Um, trying to think who's good at Bristol. Who won this race last year?
That's exactly what I'm looking
Was it Denny
at.
Hamlin?
Did he? Did he Hamlin?
Is Denny Hamlin gonna match his teammate and run three in a row?
Oh God, I hope not. I'm sorry. Look, it was only fine in Martinsville that he won. That's all I'm gonna say. I have no idea though.
I I'm gonna say Christopher Bell
Hmm.
and a you know, I'm gonna try Ty Gibbs. I don't know how well he's gonna run,
I
but
don't either. I feel like everybody in Joe Gibbs Racing has a better car than he does. Like like Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell.
which is kind of ironic because he is literally the family. But I
Hmm.
guess it would also kind of make sense that he would have to work harder because he's the family, you know?
Well, yeah. Unlike some people. Not gonna name names or anything.
So, okay,
Anyways,
you're gonna do
um,
your
it's so hard because I don't know who to freaking pick. You know what? I'm gonna go Briscoe.
okay.
And you know what? We'll just go. This might be so far out there, but I'm gonna say Todd.
Okay. I mean, I feel
Look,
like I feel like he's
front.
better on the opposite end of the spectrum at super speedways, but I mean, who knows?
Front row motorsports. I feel like they've kind of got screwed a little bit, but I feel like they're kind of finding their speed. They kind of know what they're doing. Kind of. That's all I'm saying. That's all I got.
All right. For IndyCar, they're gonna be at Long Beach. Um, I I don't know if I picked him yet this season, but I'm gonna say Kyle Kirkwood, which I probably have because I feel like I talk, even though I don't think I personally wouldn't say that I'm technically a Kyle Kirkwood fan, but I feel like I talk about him too much.
You know. It is what it is at this point. We talk about a lot of people that we're like, oh, we don't talk about them a lot, and then we're like, oh, we
Wait
definitely
a
talk about them a lot.
second. Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Frick. I have no idea.
Um, so Kyle Kirkwood and you know what? We'll go Scott Dixon.
Okay, that's cool. I have no idea who I'm picking whatsoever.
It is
Okay,
it is a street course.
like that helps me. I don't really watch IndyCar.
Oh, fair, fair.
No,
Sorry.
not at all. Oh, okay. You know what? We'll go with the Joseph Newgarden.
Okay. He did win that race in like 22. Let me see. Yeah, 22. He did win Long Beach in 22.
Okay, okay, okay. And rando person. Um, we'll go with the willpower.
Penske teammates.
We'll go with the team.
All right. Um, Now for Bahrain.
Oh my god, that's
Bahrain is a lot of slow corners but long straights. It's like slow to medium corners and long straights. So they gotta have a fast car but be able to turn well. So,
turn.
and I mean, I'm probably just gonna go another Lando. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go
See,
Lando and George, I think.
Lando and George. See, that's the one thing about F1 is we just pick the same drivers over and over again because
It's
it
like you know who's
makes sense.
fast. So, yeah.
Exactly.
You already know who's fast, so yeah.
You know what? I'll go with an Oscar
Mhm.
and then a Lando. So we're doing teammates again.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen there.
All right. So those are our picks for the weekend. Hopefully I'll actually have this up on time, you know? Um
I know. I'm like, who did I pick last time? Let me go look at the episode. Did you see that Max Verstappen is gonna have another baby girl?
Oh, they found out the gender?
They're
Wow.
having they're having a girl because
You know, it's funny. I mean, I feel like Max is a girl dad. Like with P or Penelope, like you can already tell.
yeah. So
But all right, I think that is it from us. So,
we're not very much entertaining, but
yeah, it's gonna be a rough couple weeks. Like I got Martinsville started my 2 month span of back-to-back races. Not all NASCAR, but I'm still at a racetrack every single weekend. So it feels like I got hit by a truck.
I mean, mine's gonna be my wisdom teeth and then Kansas and then a break and then driving to Charlotte. Oh, and then I'm not even coming home. I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks and I'm going to Nashville. And then come back for a few weeks and then go to Atlanta. So
It's gonna be.
it's gonna be all good fun, especially with that wisdom teeth removal.
But, all right, let's let's do this outro. Um, Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening. However, you enjoy our lovely podcast. This has been episode 8 of season 3.
Wait, 8 or 9? Because in the beginning you said 9. Is it 8 or 9?
It's 9. It's 9. You're right. It's 9. That I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
I love it.
Episode 9 of the Trackside Girls podcast, season 3.
9.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do this outro. It goes peace, love, and race cars.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Peace.